We are ready. Hello, welcome to Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. Good afternoon, I'm going to get this right. Good afternoon in the UK. Good morning, New York at 8 a.m. Good morning, California at 5 a.m. Good night to Melbourne, where it's already 10 o'clock in the future tonight. I know Sarah will be there and logged on. Welcome to, I tell you what will be the most extraordinary couple of hours. And listen, you're not going to see hardly any of me in the next 2 hours because I've got the giddiest kipper I could wish to meet in the house this morning. How, Debbie, you a little bit excited there?
Just a little. I barely slept a wink last night because I'm telling you, Derek, I was so excited. You saw me skip out of the studio last night. I am so excited to be here on this, a UK launch. I'm going to call it because that's what it is. Look what's flown in brand new today here at Crafters TV. I've been long anticipated for these. Our butterfly alphabets, our uppercase, lowercase and numbers and some stamps to boot as well. And I really, really, truly am excited. You're going to have to contain me, Derek. You have to contain me.
Honestly, the excitement is completely and utterly, it's off the scale, let me tell you. So this is our exclusive launch right here, right now of the brand new Crafters Companion Butterfly Alphabet. You are going to love it. Let me get you the details of the whole entire collection so you can start shopping straight away. You are going to absolutely love this because this is, I love the fact that this is upper and lowercase together. I just think this is brilliant. You have got in your big collection here, you've got all of your uppercase letters plus your lowercase letters plus all the numbers that you would need. You only need one of each, but you've got them all. Plus, you've got two glorious stamp sets in here as well. 15 stamps in total, and you've got a pack of Centura Pearl, gorgeous, gorgeous mint thrown into this bundle as well for you. This is the first time you have seen this anywhere, and I mean anywhere. £111, $140. I tell you what, you will be gladly putting that into your basket once you see the depth and the breadth of what this can do for you. It is one of the most exciting launches we have had in 2020 here at Crafters TV, and we were there first, and so are you. So mark that moment in history. These are just beautiful. They are incredibly versatile. Everyone loves a butterfly. Everyone loves just the softness and the power of the message that you can create with this alphabet. But listen, seeing is believing. Absolutely seeing is believing. So let's go straight back to Debbie and let's see some samples of this, Debbie, because I know you're totally in love. Show me everything.
I really am in love with this collection, Derek, because it's all about that personalization for me. So an alphabet gives you that power. You can create what you want to create. These are really going to stand out from the crowd, Derek, let me just tell you, because you have control of what you want to say, and I love these. So talking of love, it's almost like I had that all planned there, Derek. That love is absolutely beautiful. So how these work is you've got yourself a lovely outer mat die, you've got the decorative die, but the butterflies, Derek, the butterflies, they actually lift off but stay connected. Does that make sense?
Oh,
they stay within there.
wow.
They're intertwined around there. So they're not butterflies that we stick over the top of an alphabet. This is all in one, but I will show you more as we go along through this 2 hours, this bank holiday special. Derek, I forgot it was a bank holiday.
Oh, it is?
Absolutely, but look how, this is just, it just says exactly what it says. It's cute. But look at all of these. Now we're talking cards at the moment, but you can do things like home decor. And I really do mean this. When you talk about home decor, there's all sorts that you can do with home decor, bunting, into your scrapbooking, into all types of things. But look, when you bring both of them together, Derek, personalization with your numbers and your alphabet, and you've got the uppercase as well as the lowercase, so you can really make these very bespoke, very different, each and every one. Look.
Oh, look.
Look. Names that are unusual to spell, which normally I can't find a Debbie anywhere. You can't find Debbie anywhere with a Y. I can't find it on anything, on mugs or anything. I used to have to get it made. But this is what you can do. You can personalise. You have that power, the power in your hands with this wonderful set, this gorgeous set of butterfly dies, I just think is absolutely fabulous. And talking of that personalisation, look how gorgeous that looks. Absolutely. And do you know the background, Derek, has been created with the stamps. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, wow.
It is a fabulous. And can I tell you that the stamps are designed to fit inside of those butterflies as well. So you could keep it really plain if you want. So when we're talking plain, you could keep your cardstock plain, literally, and then you can also do this with it. So you can stamp into there as well. And why are we saying sorry, Derek? Why are we sorry? We're not sorry at all. We're really happy to be bringing
the hardest word.
Shall I show you a few more, Derek? Can I show you a few more? Couple more. Let's do a couple more. You know, he's in that singing mood. You're going to have to excuse me. He's been singing all morning. He's been singing all morning. You should have been here half an hour ago.
Butterflies.
Look how beautiful this looks. How gorgeous is that? It's absolutely fabulous. Oh, I've lost a little wing of it. I can't believe I'll put that to one side, Derek. I'll fix that butterfly. You watch. I'll fix it. But look, tags. Joe's missing a tag. This is what you can do. You're going to be able to create anything. Where's my home decor piece gone? Just stay there for a moment, Derek. Let me bring this in. Let me bring it in. So you can make your own decor pieces as well. So look how gorgeous that is. It looks sensational, and it really, really does. Derek, you have the power with this die set, and it is a real beautiful die set. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start showing you what I've got planned and what we're going to be making today.
Alrighty, well, you get ready and steady for demo number 1, because we are going to be demoing left, right and centre in this show as well. Any questions you've got about this, as always, drop them in on the comments on the Crafters TV Facebook page, or on YouTube, or of course you can email us through to the studio, through to Johnny. Producer Johnny is in the gallery today to get your email, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. This is an incredible offer, let me tell you. We always love alphabets. They're already so busy, by the way. But alphabets with butterflies, and you see how many different messages you can send in, how many different ways there. And I love the fact that the butterflies are actually fluttering there as well. Don't think that's quite how a butterfly flutters, but you know what I mean. I'm not a butterfly. Now, something else which we have on the show today, which I need to talk to you about. We mentioned it yesterday, and actually lots and lots of you shopped ahead of us for this, is a brilliant bundle which Debbie has personally overseen and got together. A beautiful little bundle on the Gemini Mini with some extra goodies, Debbie, as well. So you've managed to clinch us £25, $35 worth of extra goodies to go with it. And before you tell everyone how you managed to do that, I have to tell you that it's already limited stock, because this came, we managed to half-inch this, didn't we, from Sarah's cartload as well, and then add a little bit of vavavoom to it. Debbie, well done you. Well done you.
The thing is, Derek, can I just tell you about why I did this and why I asked really nicely, is because they fit perfectly into that machine. So these are absolutely perfect for your larger ones. If you want to spell a big name, pop them onto your large ones, or your Gemini Junior. But if you only want to do an initial or something like that, or sit there crafting on a night without getting all your machines out, you can, because you've got your Mini. Everything fits through the Mini perfectly. So I did do a phone call. I sent a few emails, made a few telephone conversations, and I did secure it, because it wasn't meant to be this deal today, let me tell you now. I genuinely sorted that out, and I'm so excited, but I can't believe we're already at limited stock, Derek. What's going on?
I know. Well, listen, it's only to be expected, isn't it, when it's basically the price of the Mini with £25 worth or $35 worth of goodies to go straight through it and get you started. It's amazing. It's really good. Now, let's come back to and I know lots and lots of you have spotted in the corner of, I know, I'm sorry, Christine in New York has already spotted. Don't tempt me with paper pads. I've seen the comments already. We have got paper pads on the show for you today as well. So check out the website. We'll see them a little bit later. But we've got Sarah's Garden of Love. We've got another 12 by 12 there as well, and some smaller paper pads as well. Listen, you go check them out on the website right now, because of course the main attraction for today is this beautiful butterfly alphabet. Remember, it's all the uppercase letters and the lowercase letters and the numbers for you, plus the stamps, plus the Centura Pearl there. Exclusive deal to us here at Crafters TV, £111 or $140. Well, listen, I don't know about you, but I am ready to start getting this into action. And I know, Debbie, you are raring to go.
You're having to wind me in today, Derek, because I'm proper. I'm really excited about this. Anybody who knows me, I'm talking like from when I worked at Chesterfield or anything like that. We used to do classes every week and I always used to incorporate a butterfly somewhere along the way. So when this collection when I first saw it, I was like, please, Sarah, please, I've got to be involved some way. Let me have a show with it. And she granted me my bank holiday wish, because that's exactly what we're doing today. So first things first, I'm going to show you exactly what it is that you're getting. And I think I'm going to have to put it this way, Derek, because this is large. These are not small pieces. These are large statement pieces, and they come to you that full alphabet and the ampersand as well, which is very useful for when you want to make those cards like your Mr. and Mrs. or your Mrs. and Mrs. or your Mr. and Mrs. or whatever it is that you want to pop on there. Now each one of these, and I'll just show you how these come so that you can actually see what you're getting. So we have here, and shall we do it that way? Yeah, we'll do it this way so you can see them. So you have what we call the outside die. Now this is going to create your mat. And the mat means that you can create lots of different shadow effects behind there, or you could use that on its own if you wanted to. But when you bring it in with this one, let me just pop that there onto my hand, which is the decorative part, you can see that beautiful connection there. So the outline die the outside cutting die goes all the way along the outside, but the little butterfly wing just stays connected within the cardstock, which I just think is fabulous. They can be used on their own if you wish to do so, but you have the ability to create your own mats and many layers of mats as well. So I just think these are absolutely brilliant. Now,
Debbie, darling, just very, very quickly, have you got a ruler over there? Because somebody's asking what's the size of the uppercase versus the lowercase letters. Have you got sizes there?
I've got the uppercase one, and it is in width just short of 2.5 inches. But this will depend on you, like, if you think about this,
letter, yeah.
That's an A, that depends on your A. So one of the larger ones, like the W, let me get the W out so we can measure that one. You think about this, these are a little bit bigger. So you can see where I'm going with this, Derek. So a W is obviously a lot wider. So that one actually measures over 3 inches.
How tall are they, Debbie?
About 2.5.
Oh, okay.
About 2.5. So you can see there that you've got quite substantial size die when we're talking about these. Now I'm going to spell out the word, and I'm going to do the uppercase for this, Derek. So let me just get all these ready. So I'm going to have T, I'm going to have H. Do you know what I'm spelling out, Derek?
T-H.
T-H. Let me see if I can get these off. Come on, get it off your carrier sheet, Debs.
T-H. Thursday.
No.
T-H.
T-H-A. So we've got T-H-A.
T-H-A.
N.
Than.
K.
Oh, I get you now.
You got there.
Thank you very
and
much.
Then finishing with
Thanks.
an S. I'm going to finish
Marvellous.
with an S. Now, take time when you're getting it off your carrier sheet, because we obviously need to keep these nice and sturdy. But do you know what? You can put them on your storage or anything like that. Or you can do what I do, and I keep them on the carrier sheet so that I know I've got everything all together. So let's just take those off. I've got all my words. Let's move those to one side.
Debbie, we've won an award already.
What have we won?
And we're only 10 minutes into the show, but we've won an award already.
Tell me more.
It's been awarded by Eileen, who said, Derek and Debbie, you two win awards for always wearing the best tops ever. I love what you guys wear.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you. Hey, mine's not a top today. It's a dress.
Is it an all-in-one?
It's a floaty dress.
Oh,
it's
look
a
at
floaty
you.
dress. Yes, I've got a dress on today. You see, if anybody does know me, knows me very well, I always wear dresses anyway. I love my dresses, but tend to wear lots of tops when it comes to work. Now, let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm taking some black matte cardstock. So I'm just popping this onto my plate so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm taking all of the outer dies. So it's all the outer part, Derek, that I'm taking in for this one. So let's just pop this down. So literally you can choose whatever cardstock you want to create your mat, because this is going to create the mat layer. So you can see that. Now I would say definitely take this down. So I'm going to hold it into place. Now if you are using, like I'm using my larger Gemini for this one, but you could use your Gemini Junior, you could use your Mini, because each individual word will go on the Mini, and I'll show you that because I'll demonstrate that throughout the show. And then what you're going to do is take pieces of cardstock for the decorative element. So let's just go with the first one. Now I'm going to use a bit of red. I've taken some textured cardstock for this, but you can see I'm going really bright. I've got oranges, reds, purples, blues. So, and do you know another thing, Derek? Bit boxes. Do you know your bit box with all your bits in?
Yeah, well, I have to say, at the moment, I've got a bit drawer, but of course, in a drawer, you can't see what's in there, can you? So I do need a box.
Absolutely, you need a box.
So bit box, yes, that would fit across 2 lines of 3 there quite easily, wouldn't it? As a label for your bit box.
Easily. And you can see how much I'm actually using. I'm not using that much, but because I'm popping it onto my Gemini plate, look, I've got quite a lot on there already. You can see I've literally filled nearly all of it. So I'm just going to carry on with this, Derek. So let me just bring in these while I'm loading this up.
So many people who are saying hello. Lynn Harvey is very, very happy today already because hubby bought the complete collection of the butterfly alphabet and numbers yesterday. So excited. That's the thing to do as well, isn't it? Shop ahead, and so many of you have as well. This is allocating is the word in the business, but people are basically adding this to their basket and checking it straight out at a rapid rate. Actually, considering it's a bank holiday morning, a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, which can be a little bit of a sluggish start for a lot of people. A lot of people have that extra bit of a lie-in on a bank holiday. And actually, there's rumour, even here in Newton Aycliffe, that the sun is shining on a bank holiday Monday. When does that ever happen, Debbie? Not often, is it?
Literally, it is a beautiful day outside. It's a bit cooler in the studio, though.
It is today, isn't it?
It is a little bit. That suits me down to the ground, Derek, though. You know what I'm like. I get a little bit hot and bothered, so it suits me down to the ground. Now, I'm just taping all my pieces down, and you can see I've got all of them onto my plate all ready to go. So if you have got your larger machines, then these are going to work perfectly. Now they're thin metal dies, Derek, so the only thing you're going to use is a thin metal die combination. So I'm going to pop my plastic shim on, my magnetic shim, and lastly the cutting plate. But I am going to show you that they will fit through the mini as well throughout the show. So yes, absolutely. If you've got your bigger machine, you can spell out your bigger words, make your own creations. Just think these are, you know, absolutely fabulous, and I love the design. And we've also got the stamps too, as well as the numbers that we've not even touched upon yet, and that lowercase. So if you wanted to mix up from between your uppercase to your lowercase, that's exactly what you can do, which, funnily enough, I have covered throughout the show. So now you can see, I mean, look how easy they've just dropped out of there. I've got me thanks already, which is the decorative part. And again, Derek, even keeping these simple in the simplest form with that butterfly, and each of the butterflies, the wings just lift up. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Can you see that there,
Oh,
Derek?
I love it. It's
the butterflies
such an
really just lift off.
glamour, isn't it? I love it.
Absolutely it is. But when you add it all together with the rest, you're going to just see how fabulous this is. Plus, like I said, Derek, we're going to bring in the stamps as well. So let me now bring in my mats. So I'll bring each one of these, just lift off my top.
Okay.
Lift off my top. Lift off my tape.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Christine says, very pretty dress, Debbie. I wonder if I wear a dress or a fun Derek style shirt, if my crafting would be even better. Give it a try, that'd be the thing to do.
I love your shirts, Derek. They're always bright and bold and beautiful.
Well,
always love your shirts.
As I said to Director Adam this morning, the phrase I always have in mind when I'm picking a shirt is, if you've got it, flaunt it, and if you haven't, decorate it. So that's what I do. I decorate myself. Because you know I was booked for my body, Debbie. Not my crafting ability.
Hey, I've seen your mix. Let's not be kidding anybody. Let's not. Oh, did you think I was going to say something else? No.
Well, Johnny did.
No. Now, look, we're all ready to go. But like I said, we can add that extra detail. I mean, look, Derek, even with the shadow, what I call the matte part, you can really clearly see what that says.
Yeah.
But obviously, the best bit is when you start to layer it up. However, I want to bring in, if I may, the set of coordinating stamps, which I think make this a real fabulous addition. Now we've got a couple of stamps. This is the butterflies and bees, and there's two stamp sets altogether. This is the Flutterby florals, and this is the butterflies and bees. And I love these bits. You can create some real beautiful backgrounds. You've already seen some with the samples, but these butterflies coordinate and fit. Guess where, Derek? Into the butterflies itself.
Brilliant.
How clever is that? That is so clever. So it means you can mix and match the different styles, because each one of these butterflies has got a different style to it as well. I'm just going to bring in though my stamping mat, if I may, Derek. Just push those to
absolutely.
one side.
Well, I'll clear up something for Gail. Gail Windy McGorgeous Harrison, I love that name, on Facebook. She says, is there a die to cut the butterfly? The butterflies are incorporated into the dies, Debbie, aren't they? So we don't have a butterfly die that's separate to this. They're all incorporated into each letter. So you don't need to cut the letter and then the butterfly and bring the two together. Those two worlds are already there.
They are. It's all in there. So if you just take a look at my word there, I haven't put the butterfly on the top. It's incorporated. It's almost wrapped around the letter, the word. The letter, Debbie, not the word. The word's what you spell. The letter is what it is. So it wraps around that T. But I love the fact that those wings just lift up. I absolutely adore this collection. Now, I've got my ink already onto there. And what I'm just going to do now is place that over the butterfly and stamp that down. And that is where you're talking now, all the detail. Now, you could use your pigment inks with your clear embossing on there. You could use different coloured inks that would really match. But I'm keeping it nice and I'm keeping it black. That's what I'm going to keep because I've got my black matte background. That's what I'm going with, Derek. So I'm going to carry on stamping these, Derek.
All right, my darling. Well, I will chat with our friends in the comments right now. Jeanette, I'm going to get you. I'll get you the measurements for the lowercase letters very, very soon. Obviously, Debbie's working with the capitals at the moment. So when we get to the end of this demo, I'll ask Debbie to grab one of the lowercase letters and give us the height of those. Diana says, I love that the wings lift up. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. It really, really is good. Shazza Low 74 on YouTube says, loving this new collection. I've ordered mine and a second mini. Get in. Well done. She says, I love Derek's fashion. He reminds me of a young John Scott. Very young, let me tell you. Very, very young. I love John, and he's a very good friend of mine. But yes, a very, very young John, way back in... thank you, I'll take that as a compliment. Stephanie said, I've been waiting for these to come to the UK. I've just checked out my order. Yippee! Well done. Robbie on Facebook says, I got the big bundle yesterday. Oh, were you shopping ahead of the show, were you? We did give you one or two clues that you could do, of course, as well. Thanks to me, as well. Thanks for you nearly couldn't. You nearly could have, but thanks to me, we had the right switch flicked, which is good. Robbie says, Robbie says, I got the bundle yesterday, yes. Julie says, so happy I've just ordered the mini. Hope everything is well. I'm dancing. Oh, good for you. Why not? Dance on a Monday morning. Get your Gemini bundle sorted out, by the way, your mini bundle, because the mini today is very, very limited stock. Are we still extremely limited, Johnny? We've still got some, have we? Right, so the Gemini Mini today at $29.99, which is its regular price, Debbie has arranged for an extra £25 or $35 worth of goodies for you to run through your Mini and start playing straight away to come with the deal today. So make sure you're shopping the show for that, because that won't make the end of the show, I don't think at all. It's already limited stock from the people who've been buying it ahead of the show. And this main bundle, by the way, there's the details over there for the Gemini Mini now, under £30. That's now back to the main collection there, which remember gets you your uppercase letters, lowercase letters, all the numbers, the 2 stamp sets that Debbie showed us just a moment ago, plus a pack of Mint Centura Pearl as well to get you started. But I tell you what, how many ideas have you got for these? What are you going to use this for straight away? Let me know in the comments now on Facebook or on YouTube. What's the first project you've got in mind for this? You've seen the samples. We're watching Debbie's demonstration right now. There are lots and lots of people who have the same obsession as Debbie with butterflies, who love that, and this is to bringing 2 amazing worlds together. But what will be your first project? What if I said to you, right, I'm going to magic these to your house right now, what would you be making today? Let me know in the comments. So we're nearly there, Debbie, aren't we?
We are indeed. Now, I know our Craig already has shared with his that he made a lovely home decor piece for his house. It was beautiful. And that's exactly what you can do. Oh, Debbie, get your butterfly the right way around. But yeah, he made this amazing home piece decor for his house. Absolutely stunning it was. And he kept it very simple. He shared that onto his page, and he shared that on there. But literally, that's what you can do. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I absolutely think these are just so usable year in, year out, whether it be home decor, whether it be birthdays, whether it be card making, whether it be anything you want to bespokely make. That's exactly what you're going to be able to do with this. Now I'm going to leave those to dry just for a second, Derek. Let me just put those to one side and let them dry for a minute because I've been using my tacky glue. But what I'm going to do is bring in a piece of cardstock, and I've already matted and layered it, but there's other stamps on here. There's other stamps that you can create to make your own background as well. So we've got lots more butterflies on there. We've got some floral features, and we've also got a beautiful couple of sets of things that go with your bees. So we've got that lovely honeycomb. We've got the lovely stripes, almost like a splash of paint, a stripe of paint, and then lots more butterflies on there as well. And I think I'm going to decorate it with a couple of little butterflies in the background as well. But just think, you've got all these stamps to be able to play with and play around with. But I think I'm just going to go with this, Derek. So let me grab an ink while I'm here. In fact, just be a second, Derek. I just need to go and grab another ink.
So right, my darling, well, I'll tell you about the inks that are on the show then, because we've got our Harmony Pigment ink pads, which are on the show today. They're on a 3 for 2. We've also got our Finesse waterproof inks as well. Pebble Brown, Pebble and Rustic Brown. They're all available as well. So all of your inks are on 3 for 2 if you're going for the pigment inks, which is brilliant. If you want paper packs as well, today's a good day to get your Centura Pearl. Of course, we've got that now famous multi-buy that we don't ever seem to be able to take away now. It's so good and so irresistible. You've got so many colours to choose from, and they are... well, actually, yes, you've got your Nina Solar, which is the details we've got for you there now. Watercolour card, your printable vellum and your printable inkjet acetate, and they're $3.99 each, but they're on any 3 for $10 or $14. And then your Centura Pearl 10 packs, they're on at $2.99 each, but you can get 3 for £10 or $14. And there are so many different colours for you to choose in that as well. While Debbie's making that background, shall I just show you one of the most gorgeous paper pads? This is a Garden of Love 12 by 12 paper pad. Christy Mahoney, look away now. You already have this in plentiful bounty, I'm sure. And lots of you will want to add it to your collection as well. Incredible, beautiful designs, and they are foil designs as well, which I absolutely love. They're foil incorporated into some of those designs as well. They are wonderful. 16 incredible designs there for you. So it's 48 sheets in total. Oh, how beautiful is that? So if you want to add that to, I mean, how amazingly would all of that go with your butterflies as well? Beautiful. Garden of Love is just the perfect collection to go with your butterflies, isn't it? But for so many other things, I mean, people come back to this paper pad. How many demonstrations have you seen where Craig or Debbie or whoever it is will say, yeah, I've got my Garden of Love paper pad. This is where I got the paper for my mats and layers or whatever it is. £11.69, $17.99. It's absolutely brilliant. Have got another paper pad I want to show you, which is a Sarah signature. Da, 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 da. It's the rose gold 6x6. This is so cool. I love this. You know, anything Sarah signature is extremely cool, but rose gold is the collection, isn't it? It is the ultimate of all of the Sarah signature collections, really, isn't it? It is. I think it's one of her definitely all-time favorites. And the paper pads are just yummy. So if you're topping up, you just want to add that little bit of something. I mean, the elegance and the foiling on these papers is just awesome. I mean, look at how classic. You go from classic to geometric to modern. You go every end of the scale with this. It's brilliant. 36 sheets there, £8.99 or $11.69. They're the two most popular of the paper pads that we have on the show today. There are another 3 that are on the Shop the Show that are all on. Now, what's the deal on the paper pads today? It's a special thing today, isn't it? 10% off the paper pads as well. I know we shouldn't. We shouldn't. It's very naughty on a bank holiday Monday. But why not? You see, pick up your mini with your extra free goodies while you're there as well. Right, so Debbie, you've made your background now, have you?
I have made my background. I'm just lifting off my butterfly wings because they're all dry now. So I've got them all ready and I'm ready to now put them on to my card. So I made a little bit of a background. Don't forget you've got those beautiful card stocks and those papers Derek's just been showing you. But you've also got at hand all those stamps that you can create. And I've used one small butterfly to create that. And I've just used one of our lovely ink pads. And it just gives a little bit of a nice feature when it comes to the butterflies. So now I'm going to lay on my thanks Joe? Who's Joe?
Joe, where's Joe?
I'm
Joe,
just
is
thinking-
he here? Can I go home already? Has he come in?
Derek, I was just going.
Joe,
I was
hang
trying
on.
to work out
He
which
might
one we were.
He might be behind this curtain. So, Joe, you in there? Debbie seems to think she's seen you. No, I can't see him.
No, he's not. He's still sunning himself. Where's he sunning himself?
I don't know,
Derek?
actually. He's gone down
He's gone
south.
down south
Has he gone to
somewhere,
Devon
hasn't
or somewhere
he?
like that, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's gone down south somewhere.
Tell you what, that boy's well travelled, isn't he?
It does get about a little bit, Derek, doesn't he? It does get about a little bit.
Good on him.
Well, yeah, good on him. That's what I
He's
say.
back with you on Wednesday, by the way. So it's me today and tomorrow. In fact, my first softer side tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to with Sarah.
I see.
And then we've got a launch party with this collection tomorrow, which is brilliant. And then Joe will be back with you on Wednesday.
Yes.
And there are some more surprises coming our way very, very soon.
They are indeed. They are. Now, I'm just popping my words down, Derek. Now, you're probably thinking, why is she popping a T up there, a K down there? But I'll tell you why I'm doing it. I just want to try and centralise it. So I'm placing these into place first and then going to pop in my other two as well, if that makes sense. So it just helps me centralise something. Rather than going on and just popping them down, I always start at the top and then finish at the bottom and then add the middle ones in as the end result.
Debbie,
that just means I get everything into place where I want it to be.
Can I just say, darling, just as you're putting that together,
Yes.
that if we were to go into a store, now I've never been to the US, so I don't know US store prices, but if we were to go into a store in the UK and buy that card as you're completing it there right now, it's going to be wrapped in a lovely cellophane wrapper and everything else. And yes, it'll have an envelope there, but we can all make our own envelopes now, so that's neither here nor there, is it really? But how much might that card be, even if you stopped at that point? How much might that card be in a store?
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And this is the thing. But do you know what also, Derek, what I love about it? You're right, you'll be paying a premium price when you go into the stores, especially for something like this. However, when it comes to that personalisation and you want to create your own words, like names. For a start, Derek, you know how difficult it is to get your name.
Yes, it is.
So those are the kind of things that you can do. Those bespoke pieces, I just think are fabulous. So there we go. That's my lovely little thanks already. Have I got it in the right way around? Thanks. I have got it right. Yeah, honestly, it really is a beautiful way of creating your own bespoke pieces. And all of these butterflies just lift off. I don't know if you can see there. They just lift off that page but stay within. And so I just think that lovely feature where you've got, I love this collection. Can I tell you, Derek, it is just the most gorgeous collection, the most usable collection, and the one that you can go to time and time again. Someone says to you, can you whip me up a card really quickly?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Of course.
Because you've got your alphabet all there. I'll show you a few more samples if I may, Derek.
Yes, please. And then we just need to get the sizing on that lowercase letter, just for Jeanette and anybody else that wants to know.
So you can see now I've got myself a little gift box, a mum gift box. Yep. So anything you want to say and spell, and look at the papers. Do you know you've just showed those papers, Derek?
Yes.
These are the kind of things that you can create.
Perfect.
Because using your matching and so like a craft card and then a pattern paper and then bringing it into the words, look how beautiful that all works together. There's some gorgeous samples. I've got some beautiful ones around me. Let me just show you look how gorgeous that is. Shall we say we miss you, Joe? We miss you while you're away, Joe, but look how gorgeous. That background has been made using those stamps and then kept it really plain, really striking, and just by adding that butterfly detail into that butterfly, that stamp into that butterfly, it just looks absolutely fabulous. They really are beautiful. I'll show you a couple more. I'm going to bring in this one again where you can do a little bit of mix and match, so you can put your numbers with your letters and you can use your uppercase and your lowercase. And shall we talk about that lowercase for a second, Derek?
Yes,
Let's bring that lowercase in for a second, because someone did ask the question.
Just the height of the letters, because obviously they'll differ in size on the width, because obviously a W for wide is a lot wider than an I for I'm slender.
So your A measures, they'll all measure at the same size. So if I just bring this around, I'm going to bring my ruler in for a second. Just about two inches for this one.
Let's go for a
Should we go for the M?
Go for a K or a B because they're taller, aren't they?
So yeah, a B's taller. So your B is 2.5 and it is by just over 2 inches. Your M, because it's a lot longer, is just under 3 and again just under 2. So you can see they're not overly massive ones, but they're a real statement one because they just need what it needs to say. It's bold, it's a lovely font, it's a bold font, but everything works beautifully. Whether you want the dies on their own or add those stamps in, honestly, Derek, you're going to have so much fun with this collection, let me tell you.
Well, do you know what? I've got 2 ideas already that have just popped into my mind. That was off the back of that card. The first one came straight off the back of the card that you've just made because I'm thinking, right, okay, if you were making the infinity box, if you got the infinity box dies that we did yesterday, you could actually make little Christmas tree presents for the children and the grandchildren. You can put their initials on the outside of the box. Or if it's short enough name, you could spell it right the way around the box, couldn't you? Second idea, again for Christmas, because Christmas is my thing, that actually you could make a really, really nice banner that was backed in like glitter card in some way or mirror card. And then you could have in those big bold colours that Debbie just used in that card there to say thanks. You could have Merry Christmas, or you could have, you know, something that made a really, really nice decorative banner for a wall or a room or something like that. You've got loads of ideas, by the way, and keep them coming in. JS Special 1 on YouTube says, I'm going to use this set for a beautiful scrapbook page and many dazzling cards, journals, journal titles, journal covers. Perfect. That'd be brilliant for that, wouldn't it? Gina on YouTube says home decor items. That's what it'll be for me first. So many of you keep the ideas coming through because I want to know what you're thinking as well. What if I could magic this into your life right now? What would you do with it first? Craig did a home decor. Debbie's got some more inspiring demonstrations coming your way as well. Stephanie on YouTube says my niece is expecting her first baby in September. They're having a virtual baby shower a few weeks after the baby is born. So I thought maybe a banner for her virtual background. The baby's name. No one knows, boy or girl, yet. It will be a surprise secretly. I'm hoping for a girl, she says. Ah, how lovely. Keep your ideas coming through on the comments via Facebook and YouTube. Let's just give you a quick reminder of the entire deal that we've got here, which remember is your butterfly alphabet. It's all of your uppercase letters, it's all of your lowercase letters, it's your numbers, it's those 2 gorgeous stamp sets as well, plus your pack of mint Centura Pearl there as well. £111, $140. There's so many people who have been waiting to get their hands on this and waiting for us to launch this collection here in the UK. So it is yours for the taking. Now, as well as the butterfly alphabet, which is the main attraction in this show, we'll spend most of the 2 hours on it. Don't forget, we've got the Gemini Mini, which has the £25 or $35 worth of free, gorgeous goodies to run straight through it. So, this is amazing. $29.99, which is the regular price of the Gemini Mini, but you get far from the regular because you are getting lots of extra goodies in there as well. So you've got the Dragonfly Dreams die, a special friend die, there's a Dream Stamp and die in there, the Crafty Notions embossing folder, and the Celebration Cake. You're getting that in there as well, all for the regular price of the Mini. Lots of people are adding an extra Mini to their collection, or maybe it is that you don't even have a Mini. You've seen some demonstrations recently and you've thought, actually that would be handy for those smaller embossing folders, all those dies, like the letters. If you're running individual letters through, they should all go through the Mini as well, Debbie, shouldn't they? If you're doing like multiple letters, they'll go through the Mini one by one anyway, won't they?
Absolutely, they will.
Brilliant. That's all we need then. That's already limited stock, by the way, because what we did, we purloined, I think is the word. I think it's the word. I hope it's the word. We purloined that little offer from Sarah's cartload as well. And Debbie said, I've got to have it. I've got to have it. I've got to have the Mini anyway, Debbie wanted on the show. But she said, I want the Mini and I want the Mini with a little bit more va-va-voom, a little bit of je ne sais quoi. This is brilliant. Right, another paper pad. Which one am I showing you? Home Away from Home. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? It's this one here. Really, really colourful. I love this. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? I love 12 by 12 paper pads because they are brilliant, because it never feels like they come to an end, because it doesn't matter how you chop into them and how you use them. Like they're the gift that keeps giving, aren't they? This is amazing. This is 48 on this one. Yeah, 48 pages. And look, how beautiful, for just very, very simple matting and layering. And you can see that they work so, oh, look at that. Look at what that's doing to the camera with all of its sparkle going on in that sky. I love that. That's really cute, isn't it? And I love you get more, you get plenty of each one as well. Because sometimes you think, oh, actually, that's too good, isn't it? Too good. Oh, Christine did message back in the comments, and she did say she is a bit short on the Garden of Love paper pad stock. So she might be adding to that today, which you can. The paper pads that we've got on the show today are 10% off. That's gorgeous. Now imagine that in the background of that card that Debbie just made with those really bold, bright letters. That would just be awesome, wouldn't it? I love that. Oh, Debbie, guess what's happening? Guess what's happening?
Are your fingers twitching?
I can feel myself strangely drawn. Strangely drawn. This one might be going in my basket. Might be going in my basket. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous paper pad. And look, just £13.49 or £16.50. I have to tell you that because I've been shopping an awful lot with us here at Crafters Companion, and I've also been to a couple of craft stores here in the UK and have looked at other paper pads, I think, Debbie, quality-wise and price-wise, and I'm not here to knock anyone else at all, I've a fair eye over the whole market, but I think quality-wise and, vibrancy of the offering and the price, it's like, where else would you go, Debbie?
Exactly. There's nowhere else you need to go, because we've got everything here. We think of everything. Our paper pads are absolutely beautiful, Derek. You've already had your eye on one, but we do make the most amazing quality paper pads ever. I can say that because I use them all the time. But shall we move on to...
Yes.
Shall we move on? So I'm using the letters. When I say the letters, I'm using a little bit of both on this one. So I'm going to use our numbers, because we've got numbers in this collection as well, and a couple of the lowercase ones, because the ordinals, we didn't think about putting these in, and there's a reason why. We don't need to, because you can spell it out using those lowercase ones. So I'm going to make a 40th birthday card, but you can make whatever you want. Special birthdays covered in the shops, absolutely they are, but there's those ages that aren't covered in the shops. So there's things like 33. Can you find a 33 third birthday card anywhere? No. Can you find a 52? No. 52nd? No, you can't. So you would have to make those yourself. We've thought of everything. We've covered everything in this collection really easily. Now, I fetched my mini in because I thought I'm going to show you that these will fit through the mini as well. Got my plate all ready. Can't believe we're on, did you say less than an handful?
Of the mini?
Right, okay.
Oh gosh, sorry Johnny, I'd missed that. I'd missed that. You must have said it to me, but I missed that completely. Oh my word, right, so the chance of me getting one is absolutely zilcho then with the added extras.
Honestly, Derek, you need a mini in your life, let me just tell you. I know you've got the large one,
I know.
But this little beauty is going to sit on the top of your large one, and it's going to be, instead of having to use, like if you don't want to use your whole plates, honestly, the mini, it has the word Gemini in front of it.
Yeah.
Need I say more? Because honestly, the power of this powerful little manual machine is as good as the larger one. Well, it's just a different combination and a different style. It's a manual at the end of the day.
You know, with boys, they just automatically just think size is everything. But it's not true, because if you want to get a job done quicker, then the mini is just perfect for doing those little express jobs, isn't it?
Exactly. So let's go back to the demonstration. Let me just tell you about this. What I'm going to start using now is the outer letter again, so that outer mat. And I've taken a 4 and a 0. So I've popped those in, and you can see they fit in there, both of them together at that same time. And I'm just going to run that through my machine very quickly, very easily. And that one will be all done and all ready and good to go. So I'm just going to put those to one side. I'm going to bring in now the inner part of the die, which is that decorative bit with the butterflies on. So I've put my 4 and my 0, and I've got some craft card. Again, I'm going to pop that through and run those through. So again, all ready, I mean, look how easy this is to use. There's no effort involved with a mini. Oh, look.
It should be called a dream, shouldn't it? Really?
Honestly, it should have a different name because honestly, the power of this. Look, they've just fallen out, Derek. They're just falling out there onto my plate.
Brilliant.
Can you see? So I've got that already. That's my 4 and my 0 done. So that's both of the outer cases. Don't forget as well, this is a 4-sided cutting plate. So you don't have to keep cutting on that same bit. You've got longevity in these plates as well. And I think you can get them. I know you get them with the machine, but you can buy consumable kind of. That's what it is, it's consumable. You can keep buying them. There's 3 in a packet. They're going to last you forever, honestly. You're going to get so much use out of them. Now, let me bring back in my black cardstock because talking about that ordinal, got that the right way around, I'm going to use my T and my H to make the th. So you could do the same with the nd, est. What's that one? Wait a minute. St. Yep, that one. I'm trying to think of the other one. Wait a minute. Did that sound right?
This is like primary school, isn't it?
I'm going to go it that way.
I'm liking that.
Yes, you can make your own ordinals up. We didn't put them in. You don't need them. We've got you covered because we've got the lowercase alphabet as well. So again, I'm going to pop in now. Let me just pop this on. And again, you'll see how easy this is. I'm talking about that bit box again, Derek. Honest to goodness, you're going to be able to create from your waste pieces of cardstock. I
imagine your bit box to be a room, Debbie.
Not far off wrong. You know, it's almost like you've looked into Debbie's wrong. You know, you're not far off wrong. I still won't share pictures. Do you know how Craig did his live from home and you know, and Debbie did her lives from home and Leanne did some lives from home. Debbie Robinson, you'll never see a live from home. Not yet. Not until I've got my craft room all sorted. Let's just tell you, Derek. Let's just tell you. Now, grabbing my craft card, I'm going to do exactly the same and show you how quick and how easy these are to use. So simple, so quick. And if you've got a mini, super, super fast as well.
Debbie.
So, go on then.
Sorry, I hate interrupting,
no,
but
it's fine.
Mary has just come up with a genius idea for this alphabet.
Oh, come on.
Oh, and you'll love this as well because you've got another grandchild on the way, haven't you?
I have indeed.
Right, okay, well, Mary has just suggested it would be great for an alphabet picture book. A is for apple, and B is for ball, and C is for cat, and D is for dog.
Oh,
love
absolutely
it.
It would. What a great idea, Mary. That's fabulous. Love that. Why didn't I think of that one?
That's brilliant.
When I were doing my demos, why didn't I think of that?
You'll have to get to that, Debbie, now.
Actually, yes, because do you know, oh, I wish I'd thought of that. That's a cracking idea, Mary. Absolutely it is. Now I'm going to put everything back on my carrier sheet, Derek, because I'm going to be nice and neat. Well, she says nice and neat. And then we'll start putting everything together again. I know, I try.
So
I do try.
You're neat here, but not necessarily at home. That would be exactly the same as me. Teresa on YouTube, she says, could these be put on a wooden plaque as for names, and how would you do it? Yeah, you couldn't you, Debbie? Easy. If you run them through your... Well, there's a couple of different ways, I suppose, isn't there? You could gesso or whatever something, the wooden plaque background, couldn't you? And decorate that, and then add them with, I don't know, wet glue. Would you use your chunky glue for that, Debbie? Would you use your foam pads?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you can do. Yes, definitely have it onto a name plaque. How beautiful would that look? Your own name plaque of your child's name or your grandchild's name. Honestly, that would look really, really cool. I like that idea.
Or, Debbie, because the Gemini will cut through cork, will it not? Could you not run the dye through on cork, and that you could give it the lift that way and still have that woody look, wouldn't it?
Yes, I like that idea. That's a good one. Or, do you know that vinyl that you can get that looks a bit woody, that wood veneer kind? Yeah, that'd look fabulous as well. Derek, I'm loving these ideas. Come on, keep them coming, keep them coming.
There's so many people who've got ideas for what they'll be doing with theirs. It's absolutely brilliant. Sandra from round the corner, hello, lovely Sandra. She says wedding albums, yeah. Mary as well says that the big bold fonts there, great for scrapbooking. Perfect. Yeah, I'm thinking of scrapbooking and journaling as well. Christine says, stop with the tempting, will you, on the paper pads? It's okay, they're here waiting. They're here waiting whenever you're ready, Christine. They're here waiting. Diane says, Crafter's Companion paper is incredible. The quality is amazing. Good morning. The paper is yummy, says Barbara on YouTube. Monica as well. Crafter's Companion paper pads are the best. I can't believe how great the Christmas pads are. Robin says, you could get the Gemini Go, Derek. The Gemini Go.
Oh, yes. Now, yeah,
Gemini
you've not seen the
Go.
Gemini Go yet, have you, Derek?
No, I haven't. What's the Gemini Go?
So it's the smallest of the electronic machines that we do. So we have the Big Daddy, we have the Gemini Junior, and then we have the portable Gemini Go, which is an electronic die cutting machine in a small scale.
Is that what's on the shelf over there behind you, Debbie?
Yes, it is, Derek. Yes, it is.
I have never seen one.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one over here as well.
Yeah,
I had never noticed.
It has a special feature, this one. It means you can craft on the go because it's you just need a battery pack. When I say a battery pack, it's like you get a cable with it, and it means that you can operate that without any electricity.
Oh, I'm liking that.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, we'll have to get you a show planned with that, Derek. We'll have to get a show planned with it.
Well, you don't know, but I'll tell you. In November, so I celebrate my birthday in November. I'll be 24 this year. Thanks for asking. Roughly. And where was I going? Oh yes, and I'm going away to a holiday cottage, and it'll be down in Cornwall, near St Ives in Cornwall. Can't wait. But I'm thinking, like to get that in the back of the car, the big Gemini. I'm not sure I'd want it rattling away all the way down to Cornwall. It is quite weighty and whatever, and you think, well, that's a bit much to take to a holiday cottage, isn't it? But if I had a go, I mean that weighs I don't know.
Yeah, light as a feather.
It's like a shoe. It's about the weight of a shoe. Do you know what I mean? It's not exactly heavy at all, is it? It's very lightweight.
Absolutely not. No, not at all, Derek. It's not at all.
Where do I find one of those then?
Oh, well, I tell you, I think we might have to have a word. We'll have to get a show together and get a show on with that. I think that might be a good idea. Now, I'm going to use some of my very favourite product for this one. I've already stamped my little butterflies into the middle of there. Kept it nice and simple with craft card and black matte cardstock. But I'm going to lift these off a little bit. So you could use your foam pads if you wanted to use foam pads. But I just want to lift that off slightly. Derek, let me just see if I can get that up a minute for a second. I'm just going to lift that off slightly so it's giving it a bit more dimension. And also, don't forget you've got those little flutterby wings that just lift off as well. Love, honestly, this. Do you know when you say you shouldn't have favourites of collections? And I know I always say it, and I bet everyone thinks, oh, she's at it again. It's a favourite collection. But honestly,
One
Derek,
of these people on telly that loves everything.
Unfortunately for me, or is it fortunately? I'm not really sure which way around that is. Actually, it's fortunate because do you know what? I do live the dream because I get to work with the most amazing company, the most amazing people, with the most amazing products. And
I tell you what,
joy.
Debbie, as long as Debbie has known about this show, she has been a giddy kipper ever since. I'm doing the launch, I'm doing the launch, I'm doing the launch. I can't believe it. Before, let me just tell you, it's even before Sarah here in the UK, because we have a launch party show tomorrow, which is this same collection in launch party tomorrow on the later show. So you're even before Sarah.
I know, I did ask her very nicely because she knows how much I love my butterflies. I honestly think this collection was made for me, literally. I think whoever thought of this one, and I'd love to know who it was. I know it's Leanne and her wonderful team, but there's got to be somebody that was the brainchild behind it. And I just think, did they think of me? Did they think of me? Because I love my butterflies. I love alphabets. I love spelling what I want it to say. I love to be able to create and get creative on what I want to say. I just think it's absolutely fabulous. Now, because time is running away with me, but can I just show you a little background that I did, Derek?
Yes, please, darling.
Look, using the stamps. The stamps are so useful. So yes, we've got some amazing pads that are on the show, but you can make your own, Derek. Look how fabulous that one is from that stamp there. It is absolutely glorious. And I've just already pre-stamped that. I've already got my card already made up. However, I have taken a little strip, although Debbie's lost the little strip. What have you done with it, girl?
I think that stamp
do you know me?
She's lost everything.
I lose bits all the time.
All the
I'll have
time.
a little hunt for it. I will.
Do you know that stamp set actually that you've made the background out of that there? That would look amazing on rice papers, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would. Absolutely, it would. Let me just get that the right way around, Derek. That's better. There we go. So I'm going to pop that on and get that into place. Make sure I've got my card the right way around because I know what I'm like. I'll have an upside down back to front card. Don't want any of that. There we go. Let me just see if I can find my strip, Derek. I did have a strip of paper that I just tore across the background. But
here's a comment that's just apt for this moment. Brianna on Facebook says, I love your crafting tutorials. Messy crafting is the only truth in reality. And Debbie, you are the personification of it. No, you're not actually, because you know what? Like, you always find everything, no matter how many things you lose in a day. Like, you're standing still, and she can move left, right, or forward, and she'll always lose something. But the cards that you make at the end of it, every single time, Debbie, are genius.
Oh,
they're beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Well, I can't find my strip, but I was putting a little piece of a strip through the middle. And you know what? I chose from the pad. Would you believe? I chose from the pad just to have a little strip going across there as a little nod to those gorgeous papers that we've got on the show today. However, I'm not going to worry about it because I know that these are going to look fabulous when I put them on because honestly, they're just incredible. They really are. Now, I'm just going to place that just into the centre there. That's that'll do, yeah. And I say centre, I'm meaning the centre of my stamped image. I'm going to put some more, but yeah, like I said, you can use, well, we all know Craig loves his foam pads. He makes no... He's like the foam pad king and I'm like the chunky glue queen because I love my chunky glue. But yeah, 3D Collage glue is the most amazing glue because you can get that a feature of a foam pad. However, it gives you a bit of wiggle time to get it into place.
I think these two have conspired. Do you know what I mean? I think they've said, right, okay, you know what? Well, let's split the commission game here. I'll go with the 3D Collage. I'll take the commission for that, and you go with the foam pads, Craig. You get the commission for that. I'm sure there's something going on in the background here.
Do you know what though? It truly is. Craig has always been, a champion of the foam pads, whereas I love my glue. And do you know why I love the glue? When I put it down, if I'm not happy, so you can see I'm not happy with my composition, so I'm just placing, and because stop calling it chunky glue, Debbie, that's my nickname for it. Because I use the 3D Collage glue, it gives me that time, because it's a wet glue, so it gives me a bit of time to get things into place. So if I'm not happy, if that had been a foam pad, see, Craig's very confident. Debbie isn't. So if you're not sure and you don't, you're not happy with the composition, you can move it into place. So I'm just moving these slightly over because I'm not happy with my composition of the card. And I'm just moving them along, which the 3D Collage glue allows me to do so, Derek. But I love the fact that it gives me that same texture that the foam pad does, where it lifts off, because once it's dry solid and it's not going anywhere. So, and it takes about half an hour to dry solid, if that. But there you go, Derek. Look how beautiful that looks, using absolutely everything in the collection, from the stamps to those numbers and the lowercase, to create your own ordinal. And I just think these are fabulous. And what a great card that would be to give to somebody. Nice, clean, simple. Yeah. But it says what it needs to say.
It's awesome, and it's sophisticated, and it looks like some real time and effort went into it, and it did. And I have to say, just with us talking about the 3D Collage glue there, lots and lots and lots of people are now asking about it as well. And it's funny because Craig made that card with the D on it, and then he stuck the flowers on at the end yesterday with the 3D glue, and he gave it to me, and I put it in a plastic sleeve and took it home, and I thought, by the time I get that home, I'm probably going to have to, there'll be a rose over here and I'll have to glue that back on. It is rock solid. I mean, really, really, really good. So it keeps that dimension and it stays rock solid. And I only know that from taking the card that Craig made me yesterday, taking it home. And all of those flowers were perfectly in the position he put them in when he made the card. It's brilliant. So Cindy has just put a message through saying 3D glue. Yeah, absolutely. It's brilliant. Shall I show you the bundle that it's in? Because we've got it in a bundle, a glue bundle today, actually. so you can actually get it. So we've got an adhesive bundle today, which gives you the all-purpose transparent. It gives you the Collal tacky glue, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The 3D glue is the one on the top right of your screen there. So it's the blue tube that comes with the syringe, and it comes with a little key for you to fill the syringe as well. It's very, very easy. All the instructions are actually on the pack there as well. You'll also, in this bundle, you'll get a tape pen and a dotty tape pen, all of that for £17.50. And let me tell you, you will go through a lot of your all-purpose and your tacky glue, and you'll love your 3D glue once you know what it can do. It's a brilliant little buy, that bundle, actually. I'm severely tempted to put that in my basket as well. And I've got most of those things already. We've also got a lovely bundle for the envelope box and the scoreboard together, £18. These are just genius. You saw Craig yesterday on the show make an envelope box, and gosh, it's so simple, and yet the end result just perfect, tickety-boo, as I would say. £18, brilliant. Now, the Gemini Mini, hang on, Johnny, still available? Right, we have 10 left in our show bundle of the Gemini Mini with the £25 or the $35 worth of free bits and pieces to play with straight away. So if you do have that in your basket, I mean, there is always the possibility that 50 people have that in their basket right now and haven't checked that out. I can't see what's in baskets, so I can't nag about baskets. All I can tell you is that the number is 10 of that bundle remaining, $29.99, $44.95. I mean, you'll be able to buy the Mini tomorrow. The Mini will stay in stock, but this bundle with the free goodies, that won't be there tomorrow. So it will be the Mini on its own, which is a great price at $29.99 for the power of the machine. But why not take it today for the same price as the machine, but with extra goodies going with it? It makes sense. We've also got storage trays for your ink pads as well, for the Spectrum Noir ink pads, but they'll also take the Tim Holt square ones. They'll go in there, no problem as well, which is really, really good. So you get 6 3s 18, 36. That's storage for 36 ink pads there, which is really, really good. $16.99. So it's basically that one is a buy one, get one free. I say you buy one, Debbie Robinson.
I said you get one free.
You do. Absolutely. £16.99, $24.95 in the UK. But of course, the main attraction, and so many of you are sending through your ideas for what you will do with your butterfly alphabet. This is going to be brilliant. I mean, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So many of you are sending in your ideas. Debbie, I'll be making some baby blocks with these letters, says Anastasia. That's a brilliant idea. I'm going to make plaques for the grandkids and the great-granddaughter with their names, says Teresa on YouTube. Nancy says the same as well on YouTube. I'm going to use it to put my grandkids' names on their bedroom doors. How sweet is that? Robin says, I'm going to make butterflies more woodsy and natural looking. Think fairy world, she says, which is a really good idea as well. Quick reminder on this deal, remember then. So this is the brand new, this is the UK launch of the butterfly alphabet. Debbie had to be here for this as well. So it's the capital letters. It is the lowercase letters. It's all of your numbers. Of course, you don't need ordinals in this set because you've got the lowercase letters. So you can do all of your st and your th and your nd and your erd. All of that you can do. You've got your two stamp sets here, which are absolutely beautiful for backgrounds, for stamping onto the butterflies to make them pop out as well. Remember, the butterflies and the letters are one die, and the wings of the butterflies actually come up. So you've got that dimension as well. I love this. I think it's brilliant. With our deal here at £111 or $140, you do get the stamp sets. And remember, you also get the pack of Mint Centura Pearl in there as well. There are so many people who are going for it. Now, listen, if you want to, I'm just putting it out there right now, if you wanted just the numbers on their own, or just the uppercase letters on their own, or just the lowercase letters, or just the stamps, they're available individually and they're on an offer as well. So if you spend more than £40 or $45 on the individual set, so just the uppercase letters or just the lowercase letters or whatever you want to, if you spend more than £40 or $45 on those individually, you'll save 10%. Or of course, you can go, so we've got them individually here. So that's the numbers there, $16.99 or $22.99. And let's bring you one of the other options of those as well. Let's go uppercase letters, please. Ta-da! There you go. So $59.99 or $79.99. So you would automatically save 10% off that anyway, because if you spend more than £40 or $45 on these individuals, you'll save 10%. So your price will come up on the website when you are going through. Let's go. Well, yeah, most of you, everyone, pretty much everyone is going for the full bundle on this one. £111. Now, listen, I realise, you know, I'm a huge alphabet freak. I love anything alphabet. You know, I've bought the balloon alphabet. Anything with letters on it, I love, because it just takes your imagination in lots of different directions. Adding the butterflies and having such a bold font. And in fact, a lot of the alphabets I've seen so far, be it here or anywhere else, I see that they're, in general, they're capital letter alphabets. And I think, oh, actually, I do like the light and shade of being able to go to capital, lowercase, you know, and all of that. Like this one, for instance, the Celebrate. Shall I just show you that very, very quickly, a little bit more close up? Because that's really cool, isn't it? Because you've got every other letter is a lowercase there. That reminds me of a well-known Swiss chocolate bar that you buy at an airport, doesn't it? Do you like, you know, the ones that are triangular? And you always, why do you always, you only ever buy those in airports, don't you? You never buy them anywhere else. Yeah, I love a Toblerone. Other chocolates are available. But can you see the mix there of the uppercase and the lowercase together? How funky is that? Now, the entire collection, £111, $140. It's a considered investment, but when you think that how global an alphabet is, so the ideas we've had in so far, baby nameplates and projects. We've had nameplates for doors and things like that. Any birthdays, any celebrations, you can customize them. Weddings, celebrations, parties, virtual parties that are happening online. You can have banners as part of your party there as well, which I think is really, really good. You can go so far and wide with this. Journals, scrapbooking, multimedia projects, banners. Actually, someone said sign writing as well. So if you've got a little business and you want to write little signs for that, awesome. Run those through your Zyra and you can stick them to almost anything you want to. Shelving, windows, displays, make home decor projects and frame them. I mean, my mind is fizzing. But listen, actually this show is so we can get some wonderful inspiration and see the different things we can do with this. So back to the lady that this collection was truly made for, really, because it's butterflies galore, our lovely Debbie. What are we doing next, Debbie?
Do you know, I've got so many things that I wanted to do. I just thought, you've got to curb it, Debs. You've got to curb it, because there's so many things that you can do. We've covered card making, I believe. That first couple we covered the card making, but then it's about that personalization, and this is what for me I love. Now, everybody who knows me knows that I love my granddaughter. I'm still going to be a grandma too. What's that? Grandma, nanan. I'm a nanan. A glamour. We'll go with the glamour. But we've got to be an nanan too. But personalisation, unusual names, the names that you can't find. Sapphire is one of them. But you can make and personalise now your, whatever it is you want to say. And I want to say Sapphire. It's a beautiful name. 8 letters in the name though. And I'm going to make it into bunting. Because again, you can. Now, do you sell? When craft fairs are back up and running, do you have stalls and do you sell? Can you imagine having your bunting with your company name or whatever it is that you call it, Debbie's Crafts or whatever it is that you call it? Could you imagine making your own bunting with this gorgeous collection? And honestly, people will be like, wow, that's really beautiful. And you'll be able to do and recreate that for them if that's what they wanted as well. But you can do this for christenings, for weddings. Let me think, what else is there that would involve bunting? Parties, engagement parties. What else is there,
Well,
Derek?
Debbie,
I'm
you,
trying to think
you
of
think
everything
about
here.
how many people do their own videos from home, like they're YouTube-y kind of
Oh,
people who do their own
yes.
demonstrating or whatever.
Yes.
So for a little sign behind them or a bunting behind them, that would be absolutely perfect. Everyone's doing it from home now, aren't they?
They are indeed. They are indeed. Now, well, they are. At the minute, the way the world is, exactly what's happening. As you can see, I've got it all spelt out there, but sapphire does have 2 P's, so I would need to cut this out twice. However, the power of the Gemini, I could layer up another piece under there, Derek, and I quite easily get that cut out.
Yeah.
Actually, shall we try that?
She's
What did
gonna
I do
do
with
it.
that other piece? I had
Go
a piece
for it.
there. Let's go a bit rogue. Let's change it up a little bit, because obviously we know that Gemini is a powerful machine. It really, really is. So before I stick that down, let's get that on twice. Let's see if I put that underneath. Will that be there? No, let's do it on top, Debbie. Let's do it on top. Talk to myself all the time, Derek. I hope you've noticed.
That's good.
these
I
things.
love, as you know, I love listening. I love listening to the ramblings of your mind,
I
Debbie.
do ramble.
Oh, it's
So I
great.
have
I
to
love
apologise.
it. No, it's a good rambling. We love it. Honestly, I can't get enough of your rambling. I love it. Linda on YouTube says, hello from Baltimore. I'm loving these shows. So many great items. Robin is just declaring right now on Facebook, this is the first alphabet number set I've purchased. Well, I'm thrilled, Robin, actually, for you. T-Scan on YouTube says, loving the show, great collection. I mean, I'm so glad that you are loving it as well. And I think, to be honest, Debbie, your enthusiasm for it just kind of gets us most of the way, and then we make the rest of the decision. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, but it's so easy to get enthusiastic about something that you absolutely love. And I love that. I'm genuine. I love my butterflies, but I love being able to spell what I want to say without, we are having to go to Evans on Earth to spend all that much money every time you want to personalise a card. What is it, £4 or £5 when you want to personalise something?
Yeah.
I know this is initial outlay. However, it's an outlay that you only have to pay that once. And once you've got it, that's it. It's yours forever.
Do you know, I've just had a little thought. I haven't got a calculator on me at the moment, but I know that you can go out and you can buy wooden stamp blocks, can't you, which are letters. So if it was about the size of this letter, let's say that block was, I don't know, £5 in the UK, because it would be probably quite some number. So we'd have to do that 26 twice over, wouldn't we? So, Johnny, have you got a calculator in there? So it'd be 52 plus the numbers, which would be another 10, wouldn't it? So 62 times 5, what does that give us? £310 I'd have to spend if those wooden blocks were £5 each to have the same flexibility. And then, of course, you haven't got the butterflies with them as well. So you've got less flexibility. And of course, these die cut out for you as well. So you haven't got to stamp it all out and then fussy cut it all out. So when you think about it, that £111, $140, it's actually very, very good value for money when you consider that this will be with you, this collection, forever and ever and ever. And how bold is it? Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It is. That's the thing. It's bold. It's beautiful. It has butterflies. What more can you not love about this collection? And it also fits. Look at this. I've got sapphire, both sets, 2 P's on there, and I've actually laid up some of the. This is the Garden of Love paper that I've chosen here from the paper pad. But you can choose whatever you want. Like I said, you've got that gorgeous collection that's on the show. Absolutely beautiful collection of papers, may I add. But you can cut whatever you want out in any cardstock. You could cut into vellum or acetate and things like that as well. There is lots and lots of things that you're going to be able to cut out of, because you know the power of this machine. You can cut real leather. Could you imagine having leather key rings with an initial on there? That's what you could do.
Awesome.
That's what you could do.
And
butterfly on as well.
For something like that in leather, there are companies that will gladly do that for you. They'll do all the work and everything else, and then they will gladly charge you in the UK £30 or £40 for the privilege of doing that. Now you can do it yourself. And remember, you can do it in fabrics as well, can't you?
Oh, absolutely you can. Right, I'm just taking off all my little bits. But yeah, fabrics, you could do multiple layers of fabrics. Oh, Debbie, don't knock that display over. Oh, I did say I was going to change this display around, didn't I, earlier, because I keep knocking it over, and I haven't.
Shannon on YouTube, just to let you know, yes, and we showed earlier, actually, yes, all of the letters will go through the Mini. So if you've got the Mini, absolutely go for it. There's nothing stopping you.
Absolutely, it will. It will go through all of them. So let's pop all these pieces out. And again, even just if you was to keep it in its purest form without using that outer part, look how beautiful that is. Even without doing the stamping, you can see that that's a butterfly, Derek. And that's what would look beautiful. I know Craig, when he did that home decor piece, oh, absolutely beautiful. Go and check
really,
it out.
really stunning.
Oh, it really, really was. And I know he's done it for his, did he say he'd done it for his home or for his friend? I can't remember if
No, he did. Well, he did two. So he was doing one yesterday, wasn't he, with an alphabet for. He's got the one for his home is the one that says home, isn't it?
Yes.
But then he made another home decor yesterday, didn't he? For it with the foil press alphabets.
Oh, did he do it on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, how lovely. I love this idea that you can create. I mean, you imagine going into a shop and having to buy that, Derek. And I mean, you can pick up these frames now, cheap as chips.
Yeah.
In in many places.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say lots of different places.
Value retailers, I think we call them.
Is that what we call them?
Value retailers. Although actually, to be honest, if you go into like the big Swedish store, which I think most people know,
the one I've never been in,
IKEA. Other stores are available. I can't believe you've still not been into.
I haven't. No, I haven't. I still haven't been in.
It's got arrows on the floor. You can't get lost and all sorts. And they do nice meatballs. I mean, it's what's not to love. And they do mini dime bars as well. Anyway, the other stores are available.
Look at this, Derek. 2 peas. It's cut me 2 peas out very easily. Look how easy that cut out. So I'm just making sure I've spelt it all out right. So SAPPHIRE. There we go. All that cut out. And then I've also got all the matching pieces that go on the top. And did it cut through? Well, as if it cut through 2 of me. This is like paper cardstock and the other's cardstock. Wow. Look how easy. So yes, it's going to cut out multiples. So you don't have to go separate. You can cut these out all in one go. Now, that is all of them layered up. However, rather than me sticking down every single piece. I mean, look how fabulous that already looks.
Yeah.
Without having to do that, I'm going to show you now because I have already pre-done some magic of TV and all that, but I've already stamped mine and laid them all up. So I'm going to keep that because I'm going to be able to use that again. Going to be able to use them again. But now when you pop them out, now we've got all of them with the stamps on as well. So there we go. And then the H and the I and the R and the E. Woohoo! There we're already. Now, bunting. How easy is it to put bunting together? Do you own a set of nesting dies? If you say yes, that's fabulous because I've already got these already done. We're using some of our Love Heart nesting dies, which are the stitched nesting dies. However, you can create your own bunting. Just get yourself a guillotine. Pop your guillotine, cut yourself some squares out. As long as you're covering the whole surface of that alphabet, you're good to go. It's such a simple, easy thing to do. And all you need then is some ribbon, maybe a hole punch, and literally that's it all sorted. And that's exactly what I've done with this. So Derek, can you see I've got my little bunting already. I've already tied it up with my string. Woo, I dropped there. Did you see all that drop? But I'm going to now spell this out. Now, I should have perhaps, maybe with Debbie's wisdom, let's get this picked back up again because, in fact, just give me a second, Derek. I'm just going to move all these pieces out of the way because I'm getting all in a tangle. Let's go back to comments a minute while I get myself all set up here. Just for a second.
Ahead. Okay, well, yeah, you don't need to see what's going on over there. It'll all be beautiful by the time it's finished. Oh, Debbie's got her knitting in a knot. Asuli on Facebook says, I love the alphabets. I've already used them. So some of you guys have ordered on HSN, haven't you? And you've got them already? Oh, have you been using them? Sorry, I hadn't realised that some people have got these already, ordered from HSN. Right, okay, email address please, Maestro, because if you've been using these and putting them to use, I want to see what you've been doing with them because we want lots and lots of ideas from you as well. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. If you've got yours and you've already been putting them to action, I would love to see it. Mick Vale on YouTube says, now I'm very, very tempted to buy the alphabet bundle. Yeah, not surprised at all. Oh, we've got a picture already? Blimey, I only asked 3 seconds ago. That was quick. Ebony Ebony had already shared. Oh, look at that. How cool is that?
Oh,
I think
fabulous.
I recognise that butterfly as well. You know the butterfly at the bottom there? Do I recognise that butterfly that I made your card with, Debbie? Is that the one that comes with the
I think
with the Gemini,
it could be.
isn't it?
I think
it
that
might
could be, yes.
It's beautiful. Ebony, that's wonderful. I love it. Hi to you as well. Very, very nice. I like that. Well, listen, anybody else that's got that, then please do. If you've done anything with it straight away, let us know. Show us a picture of your make. I would love to see it. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We're getting there, by the way. I think we're getting there. Cindy says, I have this bundle and love it. I can't wait to create projects. I'm going to concentrate on my Christmas projects. Andrea on YouTube, she says, it's going to be hard to save money if I keep watching these shows, but I am addicted. Well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. V&A, who was with us on the Craft House on Saturday. Hello, darling. Lots of love. She says, these letters are so very pretty. And Sarah Lorenzo. Sarah, I'm always going to get that wrong for the rest of my days now. Sarah on YouTube says, I have the entire butterfly alphabet numbers and 2 sets of stamps from HSN and I love them all. I've made my grandson Jace's 3rd birthday card who's using the J and then plain alphabets for the rest of the name.
Oh.
Well, listen, that sounds lovely in words. I want to see it in pictures.
Yes.
Send me a little picture. I'd love to see it. Sue says, I love having the outline die included in the set. Looks awesome. Yeah, absolutely agree. And Linda, just very, very quickly, before we go back to Debbie, I think, Linda on YouTube says, I love all these products. My husband always says, don't you have enough craft items? I'm like, well, it will never happen as long as Crafters Companion keeps coming out with such awesome things. And so say all of us, Debbie. Now, are you untangled now?
I had to untangle because Debbie dropped her bits and literally got in a bit of a tangle. So I've taken all of the thread back out and I'm going to start from scratch. So I've just been using a bit of my 3D Collal glue and I'm taking each one of my pieces and I'm literally just popping this onto the back. Now, like I said, it does take about half an hour for this to dry out, but again, it gives me that time to get these into the place that I want to get them into and spell this out how I want to spell it out as well. So at the moment it just says sap, which is a bit daft, but it's gonna make sense. It'll make that sense. And again, just then we're gonna get ready to literally thread these through. But I just love this idea that you can create whatever you want to create, whatever you want to say. I love the feature that you've got that mat. Who was it that said that, Derek? Because I do love the idea of having the mat behind there. I love the idea that the stamps really work beautifully with that design as well.
It was Sue on Facebook. She says, I love having the outline die included in the set. It looks awesome because, yeah, that does your mat and layering for you, doesn't it? It's not something you have to think about in advance.
Nope.
And even if you're unsure, you know, depending on what you're actually cutting your letters out of, if you're unsure, you can just play it safe with a nice, you know, sort of neutral colour in the background or link it in to the paper that you're using. I mean, I just think you can take this in so many different directions. It's brilliant. You can even do this completely, if you wanted to do, you could do this completely in monochrome as well, couldn't you? Which would just, again, look awesome.
Absolutely you could. Now, Derek, I'm gonna have to go up here because, can you see?
Look, look.
This is what it is. I'm just going to take it down for a second so that you can see it when it's all. I know. Perhaps maybe I shouldn't have done this. Perhaps maybe.
We are live,
left
remember?
It where it was, but you've secured that well. Who put this in? And it must have been 10 foot tall. not little Debbie size. But when you thread it all together and you pop it, whether you pop it with ribbon or string or rope or whatever it is you want to put your bunting with, add a couple of little pieces like some little bows just on the end and you've got yourself your bunting already. I'm going to save that because I'm going to put that onto a card. Matching bunting with a matching card for my gorgeous little granddaughter who has the most unusual name. I'm not going to share you what my grandson's going to be called because, again, that's another unusual one. But unusual names are very difficult to find. Not anymore. You've got the power to create what you want to say, whether it be those unusual names, whether it be something that you want to say to someone like, I love you, which I do, by the way. That's you, Derek, I was talking to as well as all our lovely people watching too. But yeah, honestly, you're going to be able to create what you want to say. I love the power of an alphabet, and I love this design with those beautiful butterflies literally fluttering off that letter. They just think they're absolutely glorious.
They are absolutely fantastic. They really are. And of course, the other thing about that is if you make some bunting or a banner for a person, they've then got it forever, haven't they? It's one of those things there. And I say this so much, and I say this as a man the wrong side of 40, but I always think, right, you and I, I would think that most of the people watching this right now will have a box, a life box, a life in a box. So you'll have things in there like, well, I'm just going to pick a few random highlights from mine. You'll have old teddy bears, and you'll have old love letters, and you'll have old photos, photos that you hold. Like in the modern world, everyone's photos are on something like this, aren't they? Whereas we have albums of like real pictures. And I just think actually for this generation coming through, what they're going to have to go back and look, like where's my memory box of things that will remind me, of the past and places and things like that. If you make something like a banner or a home decor or a sign for a door or whatever it might be, that goes in someone's memory box later in life. And when they're showing that to their children, their grandchildren or whatever. So far from being an heirloom, I'm not here to say, that this is some valuable heirloom that you'll be running onto the Antiques Roadshow with in 30 years' time. But this is about taking you back to a time and a place. A picture that was on your bedroom wall when you were a child, something that has that memory connection to your past as well. I think is such a wonderful gift to give to somebody, isn't it? Thank you so much, so many of you getting in touch and loving this collection. It really means something, this collection, doesn't it? It really allows you to say things that you can't always, even in card making actually. Do you know what I mean? This allows you to send a new message, to say something new, which I think is really, really good. So Monica, I hadn't read your note. It's just come through to me right now on Facebook in the comments. Debbie, it is looking absolutely beautiful. Sapphire will always love this. And that's exactly what I was just thinking. So Sapphire will see that banner, and in the moment it might be, she might only be 6 months old the first time it comes out. She won't remember that. But then it will come out again for a 3rd birthday and a 4th birthday. Let's get the banner out for the 6th birthday, the 7th. And then when she's 27 and she might have her own children, she's still like, come and look in mummy's memory box. And here is the banner. I don't think that means more than anything. Do you know what I mean? That really does mean something. Debbie, I'm going to ask you. We get the loveliest questions. I love it. It's brilliant. I'll ask them all. I don't mind. You can ask any question, and I'll funnel it through. Debbie, what did you use to make the holes?
It was a little hole punch. I've got a little. It's called a crocodile, and I just punched that through there. But you could take your poker tool. You can take your poker tool, punch that through, or you could get an hole punch, especially if you're going, if you're using thicker ribbon, that's quite wherever it's gone, that's quite a thin string that I've used. But if you were using ribbon, which has got a bit more texture to it, a bit more thickness to it, use a hole punch and just punch through, and you can create that. Or you can simply just punch through with your poker tool, Derek. As simple and as quick as that is, that's exactly what you could do too. Perfect.
Thank you, darling. Any question? All good. CJ on YouTube says, this banner is beautiful, Debbie. I want to make one for my husband's and mine 40th anniversary. How lovely. Oh. 40 years. Wow. What's this? Please tell us the secret. What's the secret to 40 years? Susan said, this set would have been lovely to have when my daughter was little. Her name is Autumn, and I had to personalise everything for her as I couldn't find anything with her name on. Well, it's the same for Debbie with a Y as well. It's the same for a lot of people, isn't it? You don't even have to have an unusual name. It's just the spelling that can throw it off completely. I always find it quite annoying if you go to like a theme park or an attraction, and you see all of those racks of pens and badges, and they've all got people's names on them, and you think, oh, not mine then. Not many Derricks. No. Anyway, paper pad. Sorry, can I tempt you to a paper pad? This is the Garden of Love paper pad. Come and have a look, because it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, look, page after page after page of just gorgeousness. And you think about even the things that we've seen Debbie do so far, you think about just how suitable every one of the 48 pages that we've got in this Garden of Life. I mean, listen, I know I'm preaching to the converted here because I'm new, of course, but this, I think today is the first time I've flicked through the Garden of Love paper pad, because I bought the pop-up box Christmas paper pad 12 by 12, and I love the quality, it's brilliant, but it does so far limit me to mainly Christmas projects unless I go plain background. So I do need to look at some paper pads for something other than Christmas, and when I get my head out of Christmas, I need some backgrounds, and I need some papers that really nicely coordinate with each other and mat and layer up with each other and provide lovely borders for each other as well. Just beautiful. It's lovely, isn't it? 10% off your paper pads in the show today as well. So that's just $11.69 or $17.99, which is really, really good. We also have a rose gold paper pad, a 6x6 as well. These are like gold dust, by the way. Never mind rose gold. They're like gold dust in this building, let me tell you. I'm surprised that we still have them. This is beautiful. 36 6x6 papers from Sarah's Rose Gold Signature Collection. And they are absolutely delightful, aren't they? I mean, they go from geometric to floral. There's overfoiling in them. There's lovely glittering in there as well, which is, I mean, look at how sophisticated is that? I mean, that lattice is rose gold foiled on that paper. Oh, I just love it. I know, $8.99. I mean, that's buttons, isn't it? $11.69 if you want to add this to your collection right now. And why wouldn't you? Just so you can say that you have some of Sarah's Rose Gold Signature Collection in your life. I don't know whether I'm trying to talk you into it or myself. I'm not quite sure, really. There you go. £8.99, $11.69. Right, okay, let's go back to Debbie and find out where we are going next, because I know you've got 1,000 directions, Debbie, you can take us in, but which one are you going in this
Oh,
time?
I have, and I keep chopping and changing my mind as I'm going along, Derek. You know what I'm like, you've got used to me by now.
Yep.
I start off with a plan and then it goes all, I think, you might change it up a little bit. I thought I'd make a little home decor piece, but look again, these are kind of things that you can be making. And again, how beautiful would that look hanging in your home? Or a gift for somebody who's just moving into their new home. This one would make a perfect gift for our lovely Joe when he gets into his new apartment.
Yes.
It would, absolutely, and a lovely piece that you can make. It's all down to that personalisation again, really is. And you know what I thought I'm going to use? I'm going to bring him in. Have we got any left or is it gone?
Oh.
Well, I'll tempt a bit of fate. It may go while we're doing this, but never mind. Honestly, I just think this is a perfect, easy addition to have. It's a great price. It's a great bundle as well. We've got it on a fabulous bundle. Not that price that's down there at the moment, but you'll get everything you need as well, and some extra additional things, which I did ask really nicely, because let me tell you, I'm not kidding when I say they weren't letting me have that deal. It was just going to be the machine on its own, and I said no. No. I want something and a little bit more. That's what I want. I want something and a little bit more. Now, I'm just going to chop this up. So again, just showing you how easy it is to go into the mini. And I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to use a bit of upper and lower at the same time with this one, Derek. So I am changing it up a little bit, because the one I originally made, I did with the uppercase. But because you've got everything to hand, you can do that. You can chop. You can have a capital H and then the rest being in there. You can mix it up a little bit. Have a couple of capitals, have a couple of lowercase in. Mix it up. Get it a little bit quirky if you want to. But I'm just going to show you again. Really beautiful with the outline die. That's all you need. And you can tape it down if you want to. But again, I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop that in, pick that up and run that through my mini. And again, so quick, so easy to use. And very, very made for this collection, Derek. Made for this collection. It really is.
Completely.
So again, that's the first two parts. And then we'll go in with the smaller two. So I'm going to take the other capitals. That's me lowercase, Debbie. You know, well, work out what your lowercase is, girl. Work out what that is.
Oh no, we've only just mastered left and right, haven't we there, Debbie? Never mind uppercase and lowercase.
Oh, after this morning, Derek. Oh dear, yeah, we're doing a bit of filming this morning. Oh my days. Oh, I tell you what, I'm glad we do lives. That's all I can say doing the bit of filming.
I did feel for you. I wanted to come and rescue you.
Oh, I needed rescuing, let me tell you. I prefer my lives any day. Let's just say it that way. I was talking to Craig earlier and he's like me, he said exactly the same. When you've got about 1,000 takes, I understand now what it's like, the pressure of a pre-record, not the pressure of a live, the pressure of a pre-record. Now, so that's all my outer case done. And again, you can see, having that, even that, again, you can read what that says.
Yep.
But the beauty is when you start to use it and mix it up with your cardstock. So let's take in, I've got some white stamping card. I'm going to go in now with all my inner parts. So I'll start with that H. There we go. And then I've got my O. Let's pop the O one as well. Oh, it's deciding to stick to it, please. What's going off here? Let's get that one on. And again, talking about bits, exactly what you can do, cut them down to size. So take little pieces that you might have around in your stash, and that's what you can do. And again, choosing different cardstocks. I'm going to use this because I'm going to put a bit of ink to it, Derek. So I'm going to add a little bit of an inky background. But that's what you can do. You can take them, any of your papers. You could use as well, like I was saying, well, I think our Craig, I might be wrong in saying this, but I'm pretty sure he only used very plain papers when he made that home decor piece. You'll have to go and check his page out, but you can see even keeping it really is Craig in the of course Craig's in the building, of course he's in the building, I've seen him, but yeah, he used, what was it, sorry again, Johnny?
Rose gold.
The rose gold collection. And did you cut your words out into that then? Oh, I see. That's what you can do. I've got Craig telling me, talking to me in my ear as well. Isn't it great?
It's really good, isn't it?
It is. I love it. I love this. Now then, again, I'm just going to pop in the next two pieces. We're going to run those through. But look how quick and easy this is. And we're making this from scratch, let's say. We're taking it from the very basics, back to the beginning, scratching it back to the beginning. But just showing you how easy this is to use. And move my mini out of the way. Sits perfectly, Derek. Just saying, if there's only those few left.
It does, doesn't it?
Have you got your finger hovering over your little button?
It does, because you just put it on top of your, well, you can put it, whether you've got the big Gemini.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you've got the big one, or you've got your junior, actually, it'll even sit on your Go.
I think, do you know what? It were our Debs. I'm sure it were our Debs that had told us about it, Derek. I'm just grabbing a bit of ink while you're wondering where I've gone.
Do you know, I was just thinking actually, the Mini actually weighs a little bit more, which you wouldn't think, would you? But the Mini actually weighs a little bit more than the Go, which is worth knowing actually. Because if you're traveling away for a few days or whatever, you would take the Go. And the other thing is, I always think when you're watching the Go in action, sorry, the Mini in action on TV, you think that can't be doing it. They must have a special one for the studio, because you think it can't do that. But remember, the feet at the bottom actually sucker it to the surface that you're working on. So I'm on a wooden table here. So if I was to run something through right now, it's gripping itself to the table, and then, you know, the machine's doing the rest of the work. Because it always looks so simple, you think, I don't know why I'd ever need one of those. I could just press myself from above. It doesn't look like it would be strong enough. But it's actually because the machine itself is using these 4 suction feet to adhere to your surface there. That's what's giving it that anchor point, isn't it, Debbie?
Absolutely. Do you want to see how strong it is? Do you want to see how strong those suckers are?
Go on.
Right, so let's pop it down. So it simply is a simple motion. You pop down and press down your pressure. And then, let me just make sure this is not stuck, because I know I've been sticking it down with blue tack. But look.
Oh gosh, look.
That's how powerful the Gemini Mini is. The suction feet on the bottom. And you literally just rock it forward or back to just release it. Very simple, super strong. There's no, do you know, and you'll know what I mean by this, Derek. There's no licking involved. You don't have to lick the bottom. Do you know what I mean when I'm saying that?
Yeah, I think as well, in the world we live in right now, the days of licking in craft, I think they're gone.
Exactly,
they're gone.
All done and dusted, but you don't have to, because they're so powerful. You've just seen me lift this really heavy, I can hear a lot of sniggering in the background. I can hear a lot of things.
It's just
but you
that
don't
word,
have to,
isn't it?
yes, I know, but you don't have to. Honestly,
word.
it's super strong and absolutely incredibly powerful. That Gemini Mini is, I mean, all of us use our Gemini Minis, every single one of us, because it's just such a powerful machine. And again, for quick crafting, if you want to do your quick crafting.
Debbie's
what's wrong?
Debbie, stop now.
What am I stopping? Oh!
Yeah, you know.
You feel a purchase coming on, Derek?
Yep.
Right,
yeah, I'm going to have to be quick as well. I'm not going to get it today. Well, listen, you guys have got 22 minutes before we come off air live, and we've got how many left in stock, Johnny? Right, there are 7 of the mini bundle.
Wow.
In stock right now. Now, there might be 77 in baskets not checked out, I don't know. But if there is still one by the end of the show of that bundle, I tell you what, I'm in. I'm in. I know that I need a mini now, so I would say that's probably a done deal. Depending on, well, listen, I'll buy it no matter what. But I would rather have it with free goodies.
Exactly. You've got to have it with the free goodies, Derek. You've got to have it with the free goodies because it's a great deal. It really is a great deal. Now, I'm going to change my butterflies around. So the butterflies, don't forget, fit inside inside that beautiful butterfly feature. So you can see how that lovely lift off feature is, but then you can just start to ink and have a play around with the stamps, because don't forget there's a lot on this stamp set, a heck of a lot on there.
Which colour are you on
I'm
there?
using our opaque ink pads, and this is the grasshopper, because I could add a little bit of, because obviously our opaque pigment ink pads, they're perfect for blending, they're perfect for embossing. And so you can add your clear embossing powders to them to create a real nice little texture as well, because they've got what we call an open drying time, sorry.
Well, and Debbie, they're on 3 for 2 as well in the show today.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Derek. I didn't know that.
3 for 2. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Now, all stamped up. Now, what I did do was I took some of that Garden of Love paper. Do we have the Garden of Love on today?
Yeah, we do got the 12 by 12.
Oh, fantastic. It's almost like I planned it and knew what I were doing. But yeah, so this is the Garden of Love, one of the sheets, just trimmed down to size. Now, depending on the size that you want to create, size-wise, it depends on what you want to do. Your 12 by 12 is perfect because you can snip into it and have lots left over. But I have chosen one of those stamps. Now, that stamp is that beautiful stamp there that's on there. I just think this is lovely. Create your own backgrounds, add a little bit extra to it. And then what we're just going to do is we're just going to pop together our words. So we're going to pop them on. So again, I'm just going to use tacky glue that's been decanted into our fine tip applicator, and I'm going to pop this on and stick that on there. Now, literally, all you need to do now is just lift off your butterfly wings, and that is all ready to go on there, and hold that down. So then now you've got that lovely lift. I love this idea of having the lift on there where it stays within. It gives you that extra dimension, and I think that is absolutely beautiful.
Debbie, you know, this set makes me want to go and start a little business, you know, like a little shop that sells a little bit of everything. So I could have this set to say, okay, here is the home baking department and here is the ceramics department. I have little labels for everything for the shop for the customers to see, because I think they'd absolutely love that.
Oh,
wouldn't they?
yeah.
Wouldn't it be sweet?
Absolutely, it would. And that's the thing. This is what I'm saying. I know, you know, we talk about personalization, but it's exactly what you can do with that alphabet, and the fact that you've got the numbers, and then you've got all that lovely stamp collection as well. But yeah, personalization, something like that, when you have got little businesses, I think is a fabulous idea, and I just love this collection. Let me just get that into place.
Debbie, I've got an unusual question. Well, it's not an unusual question. It's one of those things that as a boy I would want to know as well, because when I was a kid I was forever taking things apart to find out how they work. Which back in the days of tape recorders that had bands inside them and whatever was fine when you took it apart. It was putting it back together that was the issue. But someone just asked, who was it? Karen on Facebook. She said, what would happen if you put both of the dies in together? So the outline and the back, what would happen?
You'd cut it out. So you saw me earlier with that sapphire banner. Do you mean putting both letters and both pieces of cardstock together? Absolutely.
The letter and so the outer and the inner, if you cut them both together,
now, if you put both of them together on the same piece of cardstock, what you will do is create two mats. Is that right? Wait a minute. If you put the outer and the inner. Oh, I know what you mean. Right. So, do you mean if you put them both together? Let me just grab one of them just for a second, because this is what's confusing me. So do you mean if you put both of them together?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. What would happen then? You'd only get the matte?
Well, would you get a matte? No, because this is a full die that die cuts, but so is this. So you wouldn't get them, well, you'd get a matte, but what you would do is it would create that, so it'd be a little thin piece. So if you were wanting to lift it off, that would look fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it. Am I right? I think I'm going a bit dual here. But yeah, that's putting them both in together. You'll cut both out. But what it will do is it won't cut a solid out of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It'll cut out those with like a very thin background. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you'd have the whole thing without the matte and layer look, wouldn't you?
Yes. But
So
you
the
could
butterfly
layer
would
them
still
together.
lift.
You could layer them together. I like that idea. Maybe I have to try that one as well.
Yeah.
Now,
Thanks,
I'm going to
Karen.
pop. I'm just going to pop it on where I want it to be first of all, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple pieces flat and then a couple of pieces lifted. So there's the two pieces that I'm going to have flat. So let's pop that down there for a second. In fact, do you know what? Because I want a little bit of wiggle time, I'm going to use my 3D Collage glue, but not put as much on. So just put a little piece there down. So I'll pop that on.
Patty's celebrating. She's got her mini.
Oh,
Well done.
Well done.
Jodie says, my mini goes travelling with me in my RV. There's such a good size, isn't it?
It is.
Because if you think of some of the things you would put in your RV or your camper van, actually, that's a real useful one. You don't mind that taking up any space at all because you know you're going to use it. Definitely. So, Craig's chirping from the gallery, asking why you're not using foam pads, Debbie. Well, we know why, because we know the commission
me, Craig.
split. We've got that sorted. I've got your number, Craig. You do the commission for the foam pads. Debbie gets the commission for the 3D Collage. Well, I've got your numbers. All sorted.
No, do you know, it's funny though, isn't it, how people use certain things. Like Leanne talks about the Collage all-purpose glue being the best glue in the world. And she's right, it is a fabulous glue. And I do use it a lot. How Debbie loves tacky glue. She absolutely advocates tacky glue. But I do love... like Craig loves his foam pads, and glues all have their own, they have their own place and they have their own job to do, but we all have a personal favourite. And I do love, Craig knows how much foam pads drive me mad, because to try and whip off those backs and I get stuck. So that's why I really do prefer my 3D Collage glue. It gives me that time to get it into place. Now, what I'm going to do now is I've got my wording into place, and all I need to do now is thread. Well, actually, I'll bring in some mount board, because when you want to create that little something sturdy for your home decor piece, a piece of mount board's really good for this, and I've just chopped this down to size as well. So I'm going to pop on, and talking of which, I'm going to put me all-purpose, Leanne's favourite glue in the world, just pop that onto the back. So again, I'm just going to place that over the top, and then when that's dry, and you'll just leave it a few minutes to dry, you're going to pop and pierce yourself a couple of holes in there. So just take your poker tool and give it a nice pierce in, and then when you've pierced that in, all you're going to do is, and I'll bring in the one that you can see, apart from add a little sentiment on there, and I'm just going to add that on. Let's just pop that in, pop that on, place that on. So we've got Home Sweet Home, but you can see the two differences there, and that's why I've done it with the smaller ones as well, so you can see the two different pieces. But yeah, let this glue dry and then pierce your holes, and then thread some ribbon, whatever ribbon. I've chosen a ribbon that matches the colour, which is quite a mulberry colour, but however, you could colour it with your alcohol pens. That could be a piece of white ribbon that you can colour in with the alcohol pens to match, but there you go. So you've got two banners, but using the different capital. So that's all the uppercase, and this is the mix of the capital with the lowercase, but both equally look as beautiful as home decor pieces, Derek. I hope you agree.
Completely and utterly, they're beautiful. I think both of them are brilliant, and I'd have trouble choosing. I'd have trouble speaking right now, but I'd have trouble choosing between whether I wanted the capitals or the mix. Kind of want both, don't you? We've got another picture from Asuli. Thank you so much. Here it is.
What a beautiful name, Azuli.
I know. Isn't that lovely? I hope I've pronounced it correctly. Look at that.
Oh,
how cute
do you know,
is that?
That is so lovely. How beautiful is that? Is that a scrapbook page as well? Because that looks like a scrapbook page. And I know, I mean, I love scrapbooking. It's something I just don't do enough of. But how beautiful is that you've personalised that with your picture of your family and that family at the top? Absolutely glorious. That is beautiful.
Do you know, Debbie, it's funny. And a year ago, if you'd have said to me, think about scrapbooking, I'd have gone, oh, sorry. My life, I am not going to live long enough for that to interest me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I looked through a photo album a few weeks ago and I thought, these are just pages of photos. Like, I could tell you what they were in there. So if I was there showing you the album, I could show you what those pictures were and who they were and everything else, but no one else would ever know. So scrapbooking is a brilliant idea and it looks so much better, doesn't it? It really, really does. Keep those comments coming in, by the way. If you've got any pictures, because I know a lot of you have received this kit from HSN as well, please do share your pictures. We've got literally 10 minutes. Patty's celebrating, she's got her mini, which is brilliant. Debbie says, I've just ordered, I can't wait till it gets here because my granddaughter's name is Presley, which is a lovely, lovely name, but again, very, very difficult to find on anything, isn't it? Now, listen, let's all bask in the glory that every time we shop, we are another step closer to the next level in Club Inspire. And if you've just recently joined us, oh my word, if you haven't read this yet on the website, listen to Sarah telling you much more about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Do you know what? That's such a good feeling. I went into a store the other day, and I won't mention the name of the store because I'm not here to knock them. But as soon as I got to the till with what I was buying in this particular shop, they were like, have you got one of our cards? And I was like, no, I haven't. Would you like one? Well, no, not really, because actually I often find that means that you're bombarding me with things. I have to jump through hoops of fire to get any kind of, sort of kickback for me. But Club Inspire, it's so easy. There's no card, there's no number, there's no passwords, there's no subscription, there's no direct debit going out of the bank every month. It's just the more that you spend, the bigger rate of discount you get. It couldn't be. There are a lot of retailers that could learn a heck of a lot from Club Inspire, let me tell you, because, it's amazing. No matter what budget you are on, whether you're spending, a lot or not a lot, it kicks back to you straight away without any effort, which I think is brilliant. Anyway, listen, he says that as a gold member. So I'm still aspiring to platinum, let me tell you. Anyway, was I bronze before? Oh, I think I'm so gold by now. Yeah. Sorry. Well, my buying has escalated rather. Anyway, listen, that's my business. In the meantime, please share with me if you've gone platinum recently, by the way, because I love celebrating with you. I'm going to know what that feels like one day. So the entire collection of this brand new butterfly alphabet is all of your uppercase letters. It's the dies, of course, and it's your lowercase letters, and you've got your numbers as well. You don't need ordinals in this set because you have the lowercase letters, which is brilliant. So all of your, 40th, 22nd, 21st, all of those, you can do all of those with what you have here in the bundle. You've also got 2 amazing stamp sets. Great for your background, great for making those butterflies pop as well. They are brilliant, and with our deal here as well, which is a UK launch, by the way. In the UK, it's not been anywhere else. Debbie, shh. This should not, even we don't know how. Anyway, but that's beside the point. So you get your Centura Pearl Mint with this pack as well. £111, $140. Can we keep that a secret between you and I? I know you guys on HSN have got yours already and you've been able to order yours, and lots of you have got yours and using it and loving it already. But here in the UK, oh, gosh, it's so naughty, Debbie. I feel like I want to hide behind it. It's so naughty. So naughty.
I love it. I do love it. But do you know what? Who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares?
It's Bank Holiday Monday.
Let's have it. Exactly. Bank Holiday Monday. And that's what it's all about. Do you know what I'm starting with though, Derek? And I really should have thought about this.
Go on.
I'm starting with a card that we're going to make. I perhaps should have done goodbye.
Oh yeah, because we're nearly at the end of the show.
We did think about this because we're at the back end of the show now. We're nearly done with. But I just thought, you know what? Who cares? Let's just have a go and have a play. And you know what? What a lovely card it would be to send to somebody right now with everything that's going off as well. Sometimes we think about all the occasions that we want to send a birthday card to, like an happy birthday or a wedding anniversary or anything like that. But you know what we forget, Derek, which I think is a shame, is that we forget just saying hello to someone.
Yeah.
Just drop them a card.
Just keeping in touch.
Keeping in touch, exactly. And that, for me, especially with what's been happening in the world, what a great way to keep in touch. And again, saying exactly what you want it to say. So I'm going to pop it now. We have got 2 hells. Oh, shall I tell you what? Let's pop 2 pieces. I wonder if the Gemini Mini will cut through the 2 pieces together. Let's give it a go, Derek. We'll give it a go. So I'll pop that into there. And then I'm going to place the last letter, which is my O. And again, perfect for all these tiny bits of cardstock that you've got lying around in your craft room. I just think, yeah, absolutely.
Debbie, if you've got 2 layers, so you've got 2 layers on your L of your mirror card there, does that mean that you've got to make more effort in the cranking, getting it through? Does that mean it's really going to be a tough hold? Oh, well, no, clearly not.
What do you think, Derek?
You make it look so easy, because it is so easy, isn't it? That's
well, it is so easy, but do you know what it is that makes it easy? It's the power of the Gemini, and look at that. It's cut through those 2 pieces, and it only had the 1 piece there as well, Derek. So, again, the clever thing about these machines is that it knows how to work out that pressure. So even though it's a smaller machine, even though it's that smaller one, it can still work out that pressure. That's how clever these machines are. They've been designed to be tough and durable and to cut through those multiple things. And if you have watched any of us use our minis, you'll know that we do cut different things out in this as well. So yes, absolutely. So that's me outer done. So I've got all my outer parts done in that one fell swoop. And then again, let's take some nice pattern cardstock. Do you know, I can't remember which one this is from, Derek. I really can't remember which one this is from.
I will be no help in that department, I'm afraid.
Craig, do you know what? Craig's watching. He might know. I'm trying to have a think which one this is from. Oh, why did I forget that? Of course it is. He's on it like a bonnet today, car bonnet, isn't he? It's definitely...
So which one is it, Debbie?
It's the butterflies. It's the beautiful butterflies, Nature's Garden. That's right, it is. Well done, Craig. Well done. Absolutely. I'm terrible with names, though, Derek. I think
we should always have another guest in the gallery on the shows. I think it's quite good. It adds another dimension, doesn't it? Like a backup. Yeah,
I think, I came in yesterday. It's because we've only got like an hour now turnaround, haven't we, to get in for the next show because of our brand new scheduling that's only just started, but we're absolutely loving it, as are you, because you all messages of support that we've been getting.
Well, who doesn't love a lie-in?
Well, bless them.
Lots of people celebrating platinum, by the way. Kelly on Facebook, she says, I made platinum for the first time yesterday with you and Craig. Woohoo, get in. Ruth Ann said, I've hit platinum last week. Well done. Josie, or it could be Jose, on YouTube says, went platinum earlier this month. So many benefits. Christine in upstate New York, platinum times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times platinum. That's awesome. Janet in Singapore says, me too. Went with the weekend shopping. With the weekend shopping, I also am now platinum times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times platinum. Debbie Venturini on Facebook, she went from gold to platinum this week. Get in. Well done.
Yay.
Congratulations, everyone.
Absolutely. Well, with all these double points that we've just had over, look, I've cut there 2 pieces out of that as well, Derek. But yeah, with all the the anniversary deals that we've just had on and the double points, it's made that that leap over for those extra tiers. It's made it a little bit simpler, made it a little bit easier. Right, so that's all my words cut out, Derek. Now, rather than me stick together, because I have seen the time, I'm just going to pop these to one side. I will use those, but I've just stamped up now everything there with my little matching coordinating stamps as well. And let's pop this together. So I've got myself a little matten layer. I'm going to do exactly the same, where I'm going to have a couple laid flat. In fact, you know what, let's have a play. Let's just have a play. We're nearing the end, Derek. We're nearing the end.
You have a 1 minute play slot, Debbie, starting
days.
from now.
Oh no, where did the time
Time's
go?
gone, hasn't it, today?
Absolutely.
Run away.
It's just flown by.
Away.
Really, really has. It's run away with us. Do you know what it's done? It's flown away with us. What did that Johnny just say then, Derek?
I wouldn't listen right now, Debbie.
What did he just say?
Worry. Well, he said you'd already had a busy morning before we started the show, was the essence.
I did indeed. We'll not go there.
Dear.
We'll not go there.
I think there's going to be a few people behind the scenes getting some slap legs after the show, Debbie. No.
What, from me?
Lots
No.
of love here.
No,
That's
lots
all
of
it is.
love. I love all the guys that we work with.
And it's just a
guys
half
and
day,
girls.
Debbie, isn't it, for you
It's an half
today?
day, yes. Do you know what? I'm so excited. I'm going home.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been home, and I'm so excited because I'm going to go and get to see my granddaughter. They've been away. But look, there you go. And that's just me laid that down. I'll show you the finished one because I am conscious that we've run out of time. But there's the finished one. And that's exactly what you can create, making the most beautiful words, whether it be bunting, whether it be card making, whether it be home decor, whatever it is you want to say, you have the power because you've got that alphabet. You've got that alphabet with that beautiful entwined butterfly that's in there. It's not stuck on. It's included in that die with those lovely wings that flutter by off. I just love this collection. I'm so glad I've had a chance to play with it today, Derek. It's been absolutely amazing.
Honestly, your enthusiasm for this collection has literally radiated out like the biggest ray of sunshine. I have absolutely loved it. Well, now you've just said hello, Debbie, it's time to say goodbye. But when are you back with us on Crafters TV?
Well, funny you should say. I'm coming up this weekend. I'm going to be here on Saturday. Oh, actually, hang on. I forgot. I'm here on, what's it called? Hump Day. I'm here on Wednesday. I'm getting ahead of myself, Derek. I'm here on Wednesday. I'm here all day. So you'll get to see me Wednesday for Masterclass and Creative Cravings.
Fabulous. We look forward to it. Thank you, Debbie, as always. It's always so much fun. And so inspiring with Debbie as well, isn't it? And this kit is just perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect with butterflies to be here with Debbie. So listen, if you are thinking about it, now is the time to make your decision. If it needs a little chat with the other half or, a little bit of negotiation, well, I'll I don't know what kind of discussions you need. Or maybe you think, I don't need to discuss that with anyone. If I want it, I'm going to have it. Well, I'll let you have all of those cogitations and deliberations for the next hour, but will you come back in an hour's time, because we have 2 shows a day here at Crafters TV. So if this is your very first time, you've now got an hour break. You can go and let the cat out or the dog in, or the other way around. You can go and have something to eat. You can do whatever you want, finish your orders within the next hour, and then I'll be back in 60 minutes. And I tell you what, you're going to love it. if you think Debbie was a giddy kipper over the butterfly alphabet, wait for an hour's time, because all I'm gonna say is 60 minutes back here, hunky-dory with Hunky Craig.